What is up, my guys? JAKEYJFIT here, back with another video. Alright, so today's video is going to be about the best ways to grow your back. Now, pretty much the reason I want to do this video is because after my last video, if you saw it, how I did a back workout, pretty much people were messaging me saying like, what's the best way to grow your back? Like, what are the key exercises? How do I create a V-taper? And all that jazz. So pretty much, I thought I'd go into a bit more detail in this video for you guys. So drop a like now, and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, what's up guys? So where were we? 3 movements that are key to building a back, or that V-taper. So first and foremost, we're going to go with pull-ups. So whether this is weighted pull-ups or assisted pull-ups, whatever you can maintain at the start and progressively build your body up, because this is going to give you the width in your lats. If you can't do pull-ups, then I'd recommend starting with chin-ups. Chin-ups are a great alternative. Use a bit more of the biceps to pull yourself up, so it takes a little of the stress off your back. Another exercise I would recommend all people starting off with would be deadlifts. Deadlifts are a great exercise generally to work like the whole back. It pretty much puts stress on every single muscle up that posterior chain. Generally, like, I believe a lot of people who start off often neglect a deadlift because they think that it's too much of a complex exercise to do because they're a beginner. And I can understand that, but at the same time, like, if you look at most bodybuilders these days, they incorporate they have incorporated deadlifts into their regime at some point. It's generally because they're just such a great compound movement. There isn't many exercises out there, if any, that can replicate the amount of stress that deadlift will put on your back. And obviously, the best way to go is to put their muscles under stress. So these are things you have to incorporate when you are trying to grow. When it comes to deadlifting, more or less, if you're just starting out, I'd probably recommend going lighter and just doing more reps and sets just to get your form on point, because more or less, if your form is bad at the start, it's going to become a learned habit, and as you develop and get stronger, your form's going to continue with you down that road. You know what I mean? So like, if you've got an arched back, doesn't matter if eventually you'll be pulling 180 and you'll still have that arched back. Like, form's something you need to master pretty much straight away. It's not hard when you get the grasp of it, but I would recommend all beginners to start off. Like, I know a lot of beginners are afraid, like I've said, but it's something like you got to get out of your comfort zone. It's like a squat. It's not very natural. If you guys have seen my plan on Instagram that I've now uploaded for free, you'll see that it's got like 1, 3, 5 rep maxes in of deadlifts. However, if you're just starting off, you don't have to do that. Like, it's not necessary. I used to love doing that personally, and when I released this plan, I was thinking to myself, how can I give back to like the people, but in a sense stay true to me? Now, this is like what I started off doing, so the plan pretty much replicates like my favorite exercise, my knowledge I've built up over time, and yeah, and I've just put that into one plan and given it out to free to everyone. So if you want that, you can go check it out on my Instagram. It's in one of my links. And third exercise I want to talk about today would be rows. Whether that be barbell rows or single arm dumbbell rows, the choice is yours. I started off doing barbell rows. Recently I've started incorporating more single arm work, so dumbbell rows, just because I find you become more unilateral, like your shape is better. Like, you can't compensate on your right side if you're, say, you're right hand, like me, I'm right-handed. So when I do a barbell row, if I go really heavy, when I'm pulling, my right side can take over and take some of the strain off my left side, and that way they don't develop at the same rate. Whereas if you're using a dumbbell and you're sticking to unilateral movements, they're going to develop the same on both sides, because you literally, you can't take the stress away from that left side with your right side if you're only doing one arm, if you get what I mean. Alright, we're off to the gym now, so I'm going to stop off and get a Monster first, because I am all out of HD muscles pre-workout, unfortunately. And yeah, then we're going to go hit the back workout. So in this back workout, I'm pretty much going to show you like the exercises I do. It's not going to be like a montage like it has been in the past. just gonna sort of like show you the workout that I do, so that I know like my last workout was a back workout as well, but like I feel like when I do like the montages, people don't always pay attention to like the exercises I'm actually doing. So because of that reason, and like I said, people asking me in my DMs like the best way to grow a back and like get that V taper, pretty much show you like the exercises that I do. I just feel like that's the best way. So yeah, I will stop off right now at Coles and get a Monster, white one of course, because we're only about being superior. And then yeah, I shall see you at the gym. Alright guys, so the first exercise we want to do is the table pullovers. This is just to engage the lats before we get work in the back. Generally speaking, you want your lats engaged before you do any back movements, just so that they're nice, warm and primed. So this exercise is pretty straightforward. Just going to come back, sit into it, get down, pull. Alright guys, so the next exercise we're doing is lat pull downs. Now generally to generate a V taper you want to go wide grip, but if you're struggling with your pull-ups, which obviously I said earlier on is key to a tapered back and V taper, then you can do a supinated grip. That'll help you sort of like a chin up in sense, but it's a lat pull down with your supinated grip, so that'll help strengthen your back in order to help you do pull-ups. When you're doing the pull-up, you want to release your scapula at the top, so in a relaxed form, and then pinch back and squeeze. This will engage the lat more, and it generally leads to a better pump as well, so double win. So relax, down, squeeze. Relax, squeeze. Alright, so for the next one it's barbell rows. I did say that you can alternate with dumbbell rows for isolation, but I'll show barbell rows now, because generally that's what people starting off tend to do. So with the barbell row, as we come here, pretty much want to set your hands perfectly side on, so more even with your body. And when you come down, slight bend in the knees, bum out, and pull, so you're engaging with your lats. So side on, up, shoulders back, lats engaged. Alright, so the next exercise we're going to do is pull-ups. Like I said, similar with the lat pull down, if you're doing wide grip, you want to release your scapulas at the top, at the bottom, and then drive into the pull-up. So I'll show you now. What's up guys? Alright, so I hope you like that different insight of how I train, mainly like the form and stuff like that. If you did like it, then drop a like down and a comment below, so that way I know to do more stuff like this in the future if it helps you guys out. I know I didn't show deadlifts, but pretty much pretty self-explanatory form. I mean, they're all over YouTube, so they're not hard to find, but I felt like the other exercises were key in showing you more, if that makes sense. Like the form down to a point will help you maximize your muscle growth, so I figured that was better than just showing a massive compound like a deadlift. So I hope that did help you guys out a lot, but yeah, I'm pretty much going to leave this video here because I need to catch up on a shit ton of food. and it's really hot, so I can't really be bothered, but perks of living in Australia, hey? But yeah, if you liked that video, please, like I said, leave a like and subscribe, even a comment, help me grow, because I want to be doing this more, and yeah, just appreciate it. So see you guys, enjoy.